All right. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises
All
to
praises
Yahweh,
unto Power, Bashem,
Bashin, Yahushai,
Shai,
Bashin,
Bashem, Makar,
Rakakodash,
Kodash,
double on the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect virgins, Cataclysm 400 planet Earth. My name is Brother Bara. This is Brother.
Kwana.
I will from the mission at camp. Um, Hopefully, this lesson will be edifying. It's entitled Reuben and God will, and the rest of the 10 tribes. Right? Um, it stemmed out. We was doing another study and we came across, I was teaching a young brother about our elders, because you're supposed to teach. The scripture say go to the go go to the fathers and they will teach thee. Right? So going to the fathers of our church, going back, we end up he knows or we know of Apostle Taha, Apostle Gaba, Apostle Raka, Apostle Ariamla. You have the elders, for example, Ella Manatazak, Ella Inap, Ella Tazadak, Tazadakba, and so on and so forth. Right, so we was going through their elders and their teachers. And we was going through some of the old videos and the old school one West High High Priest area, High Priest Iquab. We didn't even reach that High Priest Iquab. We went High Priest or King Masha Salakia. But what we came across was this video with High Priest Arya and High Priest, I'm sorry, and King Masha. And while going through it, we end up seeing scoffers. And after had that precept, it's Jacob because we were saying, there's nothing new under the sun. Even back then, it had scoffers, right? 60s and 70s. Vocal Malone, you nothing new. You nothing new. Your vibration, your spirit, your wicked energy, it was prophesied about in the scriptures, right? And it was, hey, that vibration has been coming because it had been prophesied. It's been coming. It's still coming. Right? It's still coming. Go ahead, I'll bring your precept.
Yeah, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse verse 9. The thing that had been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun.
There's no new thing under the sun. Even Jude 1 and 18, Babu Kusha. There's no new thing under the sun because if you come across this old video, this video was edited back then or whenever it was edited, right? Let me see. The video was if I get other details on the video. But basically this was published on November 24th, 2018. So it was like a recent spoken, right, in the video. It says what? This video is about the 12 tribes sign and the creator of the chart area to King High Priest area, right? A noble man, a just man in the sight of the Lord, right? Might not have on his righteous garments now, but we believe just as our elders believe that because of the work spiritually, his work, we're not just blind sheep following after our leaders, the apostles, right? We believe that we're spiritual men. The scripture says the spiritual man will judge all things, right? We're not just blind followers, right? This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 15. But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet himself is judge of no man, right? So you'll judge us and say that what? You're just blind sheep, giving your money to the apostles and all this and that and the other. Yeah, the scripture said, the Spirit said, right? So give double honors unto those who are worthy of double honors, just like our apostles give their teachers double honors. We're going to give our teachers double honors. And we're going to even honor the men who taught them because they are all wise and obedient to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right? Because the scripture says in these last days, men will be ungrateful, unthankful, and despisers of dignity. Right? The true dignities are these apostles and elders at Great Millstone and their teachers. They're the true dignities because they come in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. If the Most High didn't move through them, right? I mean, the Most High said he could have raised up stones, but the Most High worked through them, so they are worthy. And guess what? The Most High said what? He doesn't enter bodies that are filled with sin. So
Con,
these men, when you examine them and judge them through the Spirit, right? These men are just and righteous men, and the message are just and righteous. You
that's
understand?
right.
And we as spiritual men, we judge that these men are the men of the Lord, right?
That's right.
All those who say otherwise, who score, at the end of it, shall be your portion, right? We know our portion. We pray and hope that our portion be with what be righteous, being what Yahweh Shai and the salvation. Go ahead, Aqua, if we said.
Yeah, I did Jude 1 and 18 fair, and
Go
I have a
ahead.
next piece of the back of that. But this is the backup for the elders on them. This is First Timothy chapter 5, verse 17. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor,
Yeah, let them
especially
become. Yeah, let them be counted worthy of double honor. They put on heavy work when you go into the when you go into some of the old videos, because none of us was there, except for the apostles and the elders. They were there, they lived it. You know, there's a saying in the world, who feels it knows it. They went through the fire, right? They was out there in the streets of New York, banging hard in the park. You see videos of Apostle Taha as a young man with his beard and his hair black, right? With the ancient ass camera and the long ass microphone. And he just banging hard on Esau. We see High Priest Arya going hard upon Esau. And other men going hard upon Esau and Edom, just as the Benjamites say, chanting down Babylon. You understand?
Con, con.
Right? Cursing all the enemy at the face. Right? These men are worthy of double honors. Go ahead, Al.
That's right. Especially they who labor in the word and doctrine.
Yeah, the whole
For the
labor in word and in doctrine. Yahweh Shem shall put a heavy spirit on these men, right? That there wasn't what? There wasn't the scripture said in mind mused upon many things. There wasn't mused, or there wasn't sidetracked by all the different shit that was going on in the world, right? The 80s, the 70s, the 60s, the 80s had a lot of music, right? They had the civil rights movement. They had all these different things going on, right? But the Most High had a heavy spirit upon them to learn the truth from their teachers and their elders. Going back to what forgot the school
one
besides
West.
one, but they had a school now. They had a school before that. The covenant seekers, commandment keepers, right? Because within the video they broke down, even going back in the time of Marcus Garvey, Abba Bivens was back in that time with Marcus Garvey, right? And that history, that knowledge was being brought out. Marcus Garvey took his indoctrination and he started to go out to Pan Africanism, right? But High Priest Arya, he brought out Israel. We are the Israelites. So you
Con,
see, you listen to music like from Desmond Decker, right? From way back then, Desmond Decker as a Jamaican, so-called Jamaican, but a Benjamite. What he said. I'm not gonna bring it out. You can go ahead and I'll look it up and let's bring out the song one time.
all right, con. Verse 18. For the scripture said, Thou shalt not muzzle the ox that treadeth out the corn, and the laborer is worthy of his reward. So as Aqua, the big brother was now saying, some brothers saying, oh, all the shepherd just send money to the apostles. Hey, the scriptures say, the spirit say, these men are worthy of the reward. These men, as big brother now said, who feeds it knows it. They come all true for who? Our sakes. You know, that is why we are waking up today. So these men are worthy of double honor. These men are worthy of their reward.
Huh.
The elders are worthy of their reward.
Huh.
If it,
Yeah. Yeah, they labor, they what? They study in Most High, they sup with they sup with Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai reveal it unto them, right?
can
Shai reveal it unto them. And what they did, they didn't take that knowledge, and they didn't hoard it. What they did, they came and they shared it with the nation, right? They shared it and you see the fruits of the labors, right? Give me John 15:16, Baba Kusha. John 15:16.
this is John chapter 15 and verse 16, and it reads, a little while, Salakia, John 15:16, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordain you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and
Yeah.
that your fruit,
Yeah, that yeah, and ordain us that we should go forth and bring forth fruit, and our fruits and your fruit. Go ahead.
and and your fruit shall remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you.
Right. So ultimately, you see us here now doing this live stream here now. Where the fruits are Abba Bibbins. Well, who
Come,
is the fruit of who? Yahweh Shai. For
come,
whom was his teacher? Yahweh Shai. Who was Apostle Tahar's teacher? Yahweh Shai. Who's Apostle Gabar's teacher to bring him up, to bring out the understanding that Cornelius is an Israelite? Yahweh Shai, right?
come,
Yahweh Shai. So we are the fruits that remain, right?
come.
Read Revelation Baba Kusha chapter 3, start at verse 10.
This is Revelations chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation,
Right. Keep
which
the
shall
word of
come.
his Salakia, the word of his patience is what? To come out and teach. He said, what? Peter, do you love me? He said, yes, Lord, feed my sheep. He said, Peter, do you love me? Yes, Lord, feed my sheep. And he asked him a third time. Peter was he was grieved. He said, yes, Lord, you know. He said, feed my lambs. So this is the word of his patience to come out and to learn this word, and then to come out and teach this word. Right? Strive for the truth until death.
Yes.
The scripture says, when you come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So you have the nigger woman in your life. You know, they say you can't live with her, you can't live without her. You know, some brothers burn, some brothers are spiritual eunuchs, right? Some brothers have and trying to keep them in order. Guess what? We are under the curses, and the curses that they're not gonna respect us. So it's gonna be a temptation, right? This Lord said they can't come to serve him and not hate your mother, your father, your sister, your wife, even the child of your own bosom. You know, you're gonna hate them because why? You have this world. They don't have the sight that you have. They don't have the vision that you have, right? Two-thirds, Marcus and Scorpus, they don't see what we see. They don't have the spiritual eyes. The Lord said so, right? But they yet still they judge us. What Job said? Can a clean thing come out of the unclean? No, not one. So these people being unclean, not washed with the spirit of the word, whereas we are, right? That we stand strong and firm, rooted and grounded in Yahweh Shemi Shai.
That's right.
And they what? They make the comments, right? They criticize, they scrutinize as though that their opinions matter to the Most High, Yahweh Shemi Shai. No. And even by the opinions and the emotion and the judgment, because they're going to seek to put us to death, the Lord said, how beautiful is the death of the saints in his eyes. Right? So you're going to put some of us to death, we're going to be martyrs gloriously for Yahweh Shemi Shai. But
That's
guess
right.
what? Guess what? When the saints come back, what's going to be your portion? Sad be your portion. Finish off and touch this real quick.
If I could just say one thing, what the scripture
But
say in First Peter, right? He saved the righteous, scarcely being saved. What shall be the end of the wicked?
uh,
No, I'll
right?
finish all the precept.
And the wicked
Go ahead.
represents two-thirds of our people, as well as the main wicked is the son of men. The son of the wicked. Sorry, Salakia. The main wicked is Esau, right? Is Esau, Salakia. Esau is the main wicked, right? The son of men represents the different nations, the hidden nations, right? And we represent the sons of God. Yahweh Shemi Shai, the sons of power. When I say we, who the Israelites, right? Vocab Malone in the fight against the sons of the power. Your hand is too short to box with Yahweh Shemi Shai. Right? We represent the sons of power, Yasha Allah. These Edomites up in Israel, they are not the sons of power. They try to force fit the prophecies upon them. Right? They try to force fit the prophecies upon them, but they are not, they are impostors. When power is revealed, every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
That's right.
Well up.
Revelation chapter 3, finishing off the verse, right? Verse 10.
Well, 10 and 11. Go ahead. Well,
We shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell
okay,
upon the
read over 3
3 and 10.
Yeah.
All right, come. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience,
Mm-hmm.
I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
Go ahead.
Him that overcometh, will I make a pillar in the temple of Yahweh, and he shall go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of my power, and the name of the city of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my power, and I will write upon him my new name.
Right. So yeah,
He that
that's it. That's it. Behold, I come quickly. Hold fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. It says,
Done,
"Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power. He shall go and no more out, right? And I will write upon him the name of my power. Yahweh Shimi or Shai is our power. And the name of the city of my power, which is New Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a people
done,
before it was a place. And what
done,
Jerusalem goes to Yashara, Slack. Just slip of mine. Yeah, 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 um, oh gosh, it goes back to peace, right? Salakia. It just goes back to peace. City of peace, basically. Yarashalam, Yarashalam, right? Coming down out of heaven from my power, and I will write upon him my new name, right? So what? We started with what? The Ella or High or Abba Bibbins, which we know in the spirit is John the Baptist in reincarnation or Elijah in reincarnation, because that's what the scripture said,
done,
right? That he would come first, and he would herald, and he woke up the prophets, and the prophets are here on the planet Earth right now.
done,
And they start with the apostles and the elders of GMS right now, right? And those are following after suit. You have other prophets, right? But the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, they have 100% truth, meaning to say that the doctrine that they teach is 100% truth,
truth,
means that it's factual, it's
done.
phenomenal. The word phenomenal goes back to the word factual, right? They are phenomenal, right? Let me look up. I have the, you can see my screen?
Yeah, seen everything.
Look up the word phenomenal. Might have spelled it wrong. Phenomenal. It says highly extraordinary or prodigious, exceptional, of or related to phenomena, right? Our apostles are phenomenal because they're exceptional,
Done,
right? Plural of phenomena. See if I can get this in it. So, right. Bear with me, my computers are tank, it's slow. You know? This truth is phenomenal, it's factual, it can't be argued with or against because it is the truth, right? Phenomena. Development. Wonder. All right. Let me come down to the, I've seen the word factual. I remember some years ago I looked it up and it said factual. All right. So you so change this shit. Let me get something real quick. And a scripture came to my spirit there just now. Um,
done,
this is Acts chapter 13, verse 41. Behold, he despise us and wonder and perish. Right? For I work a work in your days, a work which ye shall in no wise believe, though a man declare it unto you. Right? And this work that we're doing is what phenomenal is what a wonder.
Con.
Right? It's a wonder, it's a development that's happening that that these two-thirds, these coppers and these muckers can't believe. Right? Starting with our Bibbins. Right? Who in this video here, this copper is trying to what? This copper is trying to deride from Abba Bibbins come all the way down to Apostle, sorry, High Priest, which yeah, he's an apostle to High Priest area.
Con.
Right? He's trying to scoff at him and saying that he is not, but he is a man of the Lord, and that the 12 tribe signs is off, right? The doctrine is off, and these men is, or he's trying to debunk it, but he doesn't have the spiritual eyes to see, right? So, let's read Revelation chapter 3, verse 13.
Revelation chapter 3, verse 13. He that had an ear, let him hear what the Spirit said unto the churches.
Right, so he doesn't have an ear to hear. Because the scripture just clearly says so. He that had the ear to hear what the Spirit said to the churches. And we represent the churches of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So this scoffer doesn't have an ear to hear. He's going to try to what? Debunk. Right? Just like how in today, we have Vocab Malone, we have Dr. White, we have Creepflow, Dollar, we have TV Fakes, we have this clown, Apostle Gino Jennings, you know. You have crazy ass Tulum Love, I ain't going to call she Cherry Love, that fat black. You know, Apostle Tahakon, and next one of them was Gigantor head, you know. I was around for that cartoon, Gigantor, in the late 80s, early 90s. Gigantor, you know. I remember them cartoons. I was around. I enjoyed them cartoons. So I know what the Apostle talking about, you know. So hey, let's just touch on Desmond Decker, because all this was a movement, because we listen to reggae music, and these people don't know that, you know, the origins, because within the same documentary here, or the same attempt, you know, it sparked us, the brother and I, you know, it's like you can't do anything against the truth, but for the truth.
For the truth, can.
No?
Before you click that, yeah, I can just get two precepts quick.
Can, go ahead.
Right. This is Romans 11, verse 9. And David said, let their table be a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them. Right? Because this word is a stumbling block unto the two-thirds. Right? This is 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 15. Which have forsaken the right way and are gone astray, following the way of Balaam, the son of Bozrah, who loved the wages of unrighteousness. You know, because these people love the ways of unrighteousness. Because you come and kick against the Lord word, the Lord truth, to the people who the Lord dealing with, as in now brought the precept in Acts chapter 13. You know, the Lord working in your time, you know, that they shall not believe. This is a wonder that Yahweh Shem Yahushai working. And these people don't believe.
Go
ahead.
Hey. Yahweh, you know, the spirit does flow so Yahweh.
Can.
This is Psalms chapter 118, and I'll start at 1. I'll start at 20, sorry. This gate of Yahweh into which the righteous shall enter, I will praise thee, for thou hast heard me and art become my salvation. The stone which the builders refuse is become the headstone of the corner.
God.
This is Yahweh's doing. It is marvelous in our eyes. You understand? because they refuse Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They refuse. The scripture say, let me see if I can bring it out before I paraphrase it. Let me see if I can bring it out. Um,
Right? Yeah. In Matthew.
it says, Isaiah 55, uh, verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, said the Lord. For my
Come,
thoughts, um, for as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. You understand? It
come,
says, for as the rain coming down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it to bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whetherto I sent it. Right?
come,
So
come.
these scoffers, they don't see the words of Yahweh Shemi Shai. They don't see the working through the spirit. They don't believe in Yahweh Shemi Shai. They don't believe in this book. They don't believe in the words of Yahweh Shemi Shai. They believe in their own thing. And the Most High didn't give them a spirit of repentance. Right?
Come.
They don't want to
Hey,
repent from the wicked way. They want to be vain and proud. Go ahead, I'll say what they say.
yeah, I was going to bring out a precept because they so feel they have the truth, but they never come to the understanding of the truth.
Uh,
Right? That's not 1 minute act.
uh,
1 minute.
this is in the meantime as you get in that I'm gonna focus forward.
Second Timothy.
This is John, as it said that they just now, right? This is Saint John. This is Saint John chapter 14, verse 17. Saint John, as I just said that, right? Saint John chapter 14, verse 17. Even the spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, right?
God.
Neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you and shall be in you, right?
Come.
I will not leave you comfortless, I will come unto you. So Yahweh Shai, but he said he's only dealing with the elect.
That's right.
He's only dealing with the elect. Why they found your precept?
Yeah, this is Second Timothy chapter 3. I read in verse 5 and then I jump into verse 7. He said,
Right.
having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. Jump into verse 7. Ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth.
Can't they ever learn and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth? Because the most I didn't give them eyes to see nor ears to hear.
Can.
Right? That the knowledge of
And
the truth is right in front of their face. But you know what? That Yahweh Shai is your stumbling stone.
as I
Yahweh
say,
Shai is the rock of offense unto yours. Because you
can,
don't believe in Yahweh Shai. You're the
can,
ones that said, let his blood be upon me. Right? You're the ones that put that curse upon yourselves. You're the ones that are going to be destroyed. Your portion is of the two-thirds. Right? To be a mock and scoffer, to be in disbelief, to be a reprobate in these last days. To once be in the lineup as though it was with us, but then to be shown that it was not of us, it was not cut of the same cloth, as to
can.
say. This is Sirach chapter 17, verse 10. And the elect shall praise his holy name, and besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for an heritage. Right? Hey, the apostles, and before them, their elders and their teachers, their high priests, their deacons, their priests, so on and so forth, going back about the right? They gave us a heritage of life. The
Can.
12 tribes, the 12 tribe signs. That's hope. What about it? What about it? The ten lost tribes besides Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi predominantly were the ones that came across here in the transatlantic slave trade. But guess what? In the land of Babylon, in the land of America, right? Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, right? All 12 tribes also they're in captivity, right? Because
Can.
what? The Edomites had Reuben and Gad in captivity, right? The Edomites they have the Issachar and the other tribes, they have them in captivity presently now, right?
Come,
All 12 tribes are in captivity in Babylon, right? It says, besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for an heritage. He made an everlasting covenant with them and showed them his judgment. And this is what we see it. We are the prophets of the Lord out here, prophets of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai out here, right? And we understand the judgments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. We understand why the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans getting shut down in the streets. We understand that why the Elamites come across and own a 7-Eleven bodega, the Ishmaelites can come across and have all the licenses to what sell the camel meat on the street, to be that camel jockey on the street. You understand? We understand why the Hamites can come across there and they can dominate in business over Jake, because what? Because Jake underneath the curses. And we already
come,
prophesying it. We understand why Esau. We understand that your kingdom is going down, right? We understand that you're dumb dog, you're a dumb brute beast, you're homosexual, you're a lesbian, you're into bestiality, you're into pedophilia, you're into cannibalism, you're into to blood sacrifice. We understand these things, and we're the ones prophesying against it in the name of Yahweh Shem Shai.
but
We're the ones
come,
saying that, hey, that you're going to be judged for it. We are the ones that are saying that when judgment comes to our people, is because what? They are wicked. They are wicked as hell. They are wicked as hell and not turning to our power, Yahweh Shem Shai. They're not repenting. As what Isaiah 1, as Isaiah 1 and I think it's 16 going down says. You
but
understand?
Christopher,
Go ahead.
as you were saying, Esau is everything. That's why the Most High cursed him. This is Genesis chapter 3, verse 14. And Yahweh Hashem Yahushai said unto the serpent, which represent Esau, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and thus shalt thou eat all the days of thy life, because you're low, and you will always remain low. That's the reason why you're into all these different sorts of wickedness. You're with animals, you're with man, you're with all form of wickedness. You are the lowest of all the nations upon the earth. Because you do the most abominable things against the Most High.
Huh. Hey, Amos 1:11 says what? For three transgressions, even four, thou hast had what, a perpetual hatred against your brother Jacob. So the Most High not going to turn away the punishment thereof. And it's Yahweh that they bring out that precept in Genesis there, because what? He says what? The people of what the Lord do what? He cursed Esau. He cursed Esau. Read it over again.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 14. And Yahweh Hashem Yahushai said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all the cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and thus shalt thou eat all the days of thy life.
Yeah, and thus shalt thou eat of all the days of thy life in confusion. Right? So let me show you something real quick. This is Isaiah, because you're the son, you're the only nation cursed of the Lord. Truly cursed of the Lord. Right? Because our judgment was not to drink of the cup according to the Lord, but we drank of the cup because of disobedience. Baruch tell you that. We was not sold to the nations for what? For our destruction, but we were sold unto the nation for what? Because of our disobedience. Right? But your curse is different. We were cursed to what? To be punished, to be reproved. Right? And you what? You forward all these heathens alongside with you, forward our affliction and carry past the judgment time. Right? We way past our judgment time. Right? You think the Most High quiet and say whatever he's seen, he forsaken his people, but the Lord said he has not forsaken his people in Romans. The Lord has not forsaken his people.
That's right.
He has not forsaken his prophets. He has not forsaken his priests. He's not forsaken the righteous. Right? So you're going to try to come down upon the prophets, the priests, and the righteous. But the Most High is going to reprove all your, and especially the nation of Edom. Right? And Esau, the so-called white man, the self-proclaimed white man, which is truly the devil and Satan adversary. All right? This is what the Most High prescribed for you. This is your curse. Isaiah 34:5. It says, for my sword, this is Yahweh Shai speaking. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. This is a future prophecy, right? This is what you have to look forward to. This is what you have to expect. Prepare your back, prepare your ass, prepare your foot for a foot to be laid straight up in it. It says,
Con.
for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Whose heaven? Esau's heaven. Edom's heaven. The so-called white man's heaven. It says, behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. When you look up the word Idumea, is the Greek way of saying what? Esau and Edom, right? Edom is the race of Esau, the so-called white man, the self-proclaimed white man, which is truly the devil and Satan, right? It says,
Con.
so behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, upon the people of my curse to judgment. So you have judgment prepared. So when you see that rendition in Terminator 2, Judgment Day, that judgment is for you, Esau, and two-thirds of all people that believe in your way. Homosexuality, LGBTQI, and the whole motherfucking alphabet. You understand? For what? Abbreviation for what? Your wickedness, your abomination, the most high, how about Shimmy Shai is going to judge you all, right?
That's
Because
right.
you're given the so-called white man his image, his way of doing things, right? Chemtrails in the air, fluoride in the water, GMO foods, right? Everything fake, fake eyes, fake breasts, fake eyelashes, fake bottom, right? Your bitches get amputated because you're putting them chemicals, them silicone and shit up in your body, and your body rejecting it because it's a curse. The Lord said not to make any cuttings in the flesh, right?
Con.
And your bitches going to take the what the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. The most are going to destroy you all, right? Because you refuse to hearken unto the servants of the prophet, the voice of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The Lord says, shall there be trouble in the cities, and shall the trumpet be blown, and the Most High had not done it, right? He said, for he revealed the secrets unto the servants, the prophets, and they're coming out here week in, week out, night and day, giving you the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, giving you the understanding that, hey, your people are not to mingle. You're supposed to be separate from these people on the planet Earth. These other nations, these nasty ass
Con.
Elamites, these wicked ass. Hey, Moab don't give a fuck. Moab,
Con.
Moab gonna give you rat wine, cut, tie, cut. You give you all abomination in the Chinese food. You understand? Meanwhile, when they sit back and they eat steamed vegetables and steamed rice, right? But they're giving you all that sweet and sour chicken. When they're taking the sweet and sour chicken is what? Israeli rat and cat, right? You know, sweet and sour pork, abomination, shrimp, fried rice, all that shit. These people are not of the Most High. These people are not your brothers. They're not equal. All man on earth is not equal according to the same Bible. You're Christians. You're bugged the hell out. You're bugged the hell out. Your doctrine have nothing to do with the truth of this Bible, right?
That's right.
You have no right. The scripture said to Esau, "What has thou to do with with what my statutes?"
Psalms.
You don't have no reason. So yeah, go ahead. You can bring it out if you have it.
All right, Con. I'll get you for you now. 1 minute. Psalm 50. This is Psalms chapter 50, verse 16. But unto the wicked, Yahweh Shem Shai said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee.
You'll have preachers like Joe Osteen and this bitch, what's her name? Forget her name, Joyce Myers, right? You'll have Pastor Hagee, you know, and all these other Edomites. They have nothing to do with this truth. Joseph Prince, you might be a Jake. You have the spirit of a Jake, right? You have plenty knowledge too. You know a little bit about the Hebrew and all this kind of stuff. But guess what? You're a Nicolaitan. You casting a stumbling block in the eyes of the elect or the nation of Israel, right?
Con.
You preaching Christianity. You preaching that other white meat. You preaching Cesar Borgia, which is Jesus Christos, right? You preaching Jesus Christ. You preaching Yahweh Shem Shai, because that's the savior of the nation of Israel. Go ahead.
You could earlier on you read out a precept in Isaiah, I think it's Isaiah 35 or Isaiah 34 you read.
34.
Right. If you can bring back that precept about Kosha.
This is Isaiah 34 verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven, behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. The sword of the Lord is filled with the blood. It is made fat with the fatness and with the blood of the lambs and the goats, with the fat of kidneys of rams. The Lord had a sacrifice in Bozrah, right? And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Bozrah was a coastal city in
Place
what? Yeah, a place
Khan.
of trade for Edom. Go ahead.
Khan. Yeah, because he gonna destroy this former kingdom right now,
Uh,
right? This heaven, because he saw it depicted in heaven.
uh,
This is Isaiah 65 verse 17. For behold, I create a new heavens and a
uh.
new earth.
And this is what he's
And
saying. The Most High created a new heaven and new earth, and you're scoffing against the Most High's heaven and earth.
Khan,
you're
Khan,
scoffing against the Most High's heaven and earth, which is his men, his people. Jerusalem was always a people for his place. Get a simple, it's a simple thing to conceptualize. The
Khan,
Most High, Jerusalem, Yarashalam is a people before is a place. Well,
Khan. And the former shall not be remembered. Where's the former you talking about? Esau kingdom. If I could bring a quick precept right here to back up that, right? This is Psalm 37 and 10, because the former not going to be remembered. Esau kingdom not going to be remembered. You know, the Most High going to wipe off the wicked, right? This is Psalm 37 verse 10. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and shall not be found. Because who ruling this? Who ruling this earth we living in right now? Esau, right? I'm going back to finish off the verse, and then after all is
yeah,
yours.
you go ahead, proceed.
And the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind. No, not come into mind, because as the scripture say in Proverbs 29, he said, when the righteous are in power, the people rejoice. But when the wicked are in power, the people mourn it. And the whole earth mourning. Esau destroying this place day by day, as I was now saying earlier on, right? All these GMO foods, the fluoride in the water, you know, the BPH in the plastic that killing off the people. You understand? Reading on, but be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a
Come on.
rejoicing, and her people a joy.
Hey,
Yeah.
look. If you look on the screen, you see this is the etymology of Jerusalem, right? It says what?
God,
Teaching of peace. Teaching of
God,
peace.
God.
Uh, go to Romans 10 and start at 13, Babakosha, and it can end at 15.
All right, no problem, man. Romans chapter 10, start from 13, you see, right?
Yeah, and it end at 15.
All right, can. For whosoever, Romans chapter 10, verse 13, for whosoever shall call upon the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, shall be saved.
Hey, who called upon the name of Yahweh Shemi Shai? It meant predominantly a great millstone, right? These are they have other
Can,
camps, Israelite United in Christ. Kofi Church in Christ. You understand? GOCC Gathering of Christ Church and all these madness. We at Great Millstone, we call on who? Yahweh Bashim
Bahashem
Shai.
Yahweh Shai, that's right.
You have other camps who in the same spirit. You have DTA, you have Men of Valor, you have behold I come we stand no sorry slack yeah. You have standing firm, holding firm in Barbados. You have the brother from South Africa, whether you have other men that believe and follow after the apostles of Great Millstone, right?
Can,
Right? Yeah, what should I say? Hey, the disciples say, hey, look, we have men casting out demons and things in your name, but they're not of us. The Lord say, hey, if basically, if they're not against us, they're for us. You understand? If they're not against us, they're for us.
can,
Right? So these men are all part of the body. They are all part of the body of Yahweh Shemi Shai because of what they are preaching peace. Go ahead, up.
can.
Continue.
Say, how then, verse 14, how then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed?
Uh-huh.
And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard?
Done.
And how shall they hear without a preacher?
Uh-huh. How
And
shall they, how shall they hear? But a preacher, go ahead.
how shall they preach except they be sent,
Except they be
as
sent.
it
Go ahead.
as it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings.
Woo! How beautiful are them who preach you what?
The gospel of peace
What
and bring
Jerusalem mean?
glad tidings.
Look at right on the screen. What Jerusalem mean?
Peace, teaching of peace.
Oh, so well, hey, Hallelujah,
That's
how
right.
about Shim
Masem
Shai?
Yahushai.
By Shem Harakakodash,
Dash.
that he revealed his word unto his elect, right? And
Can.
they trust and they wait upon him, right? They bear the
Right?
burden of the different afflictions, right? That their eyes are open to see and to know and to understand, to perceive what is going on here, boy. Because these
That's
people don't
right.
perceive. The Most High didn't give them the perception, the cognition, right? They don't perceive what is going on, right?
Can. Two precepts for you too.
Go ahead, up. Hey, we didn't even get into the main points that we wanted to bring out yet, but hey, Yapa is the spirit. Yapa is
God.
the spirit. We're not going to
God.
quench the spirit, we're going to let the spirit flow.
Can. Can. This is Psalm 120. The point is in verse 7, right? But I'll start from verse 6. He said, my soul had long dwelt with him that hated peace. And who is that man hated peace? The son of perdition, Esau.
Come,
No. He said, I am for peace, as it's on the screen, teaching of peace. I am for peace, but when I speak, they are for war.
they are for war. And how the Lord speaking? Hosea 10 verse 12, Baba Kosha.
Gone. Hosea,
10 verse 12.
Hosea chapter 10, verse 12. I read, sow to yourselves in righteousness.
12 verse 10, Salakia.
All right.
12 verse 10.
I have, this is Hosea chapter 12, verse 10. I have also spoken by the prophets,
Yeah,
and
do what?
I have also spoken by the prophets,
Do
and
what?
I have I have also spoken by the prophets,
Teaching of
and
what?
I have
Peace. Teaching of
God,
peace.
God,
Go
that's
ahead.
right. And I have multiplied visions and used solemnities by the ministry of the prophets.
Come by the serving of the prophets.
Hey,
Right? Whom these
God,
people, whom these people they killed.
true.
This is just one second real quick.
I want fair to again when
Go
when
ahead. You go ahead and I'll get mine.
all right, this is Hebrews chapter 1, verse 1. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, who at sundry times and in diverse manners speak in time past unto the fathers by the prophets.
God.
Here in these last days, spoken unto us by his Son, whom he had appointed here of all things, by whom also he made the worlds. So
God.
again, the Lord using how to speak what? His prophets, and what we speaking is peace. We all did they in the old starting from the elder apostle to how come all the way down to the least brother in the truth. We all the preaching peace. But when
God.
we speak there for war, go ahead, Art.
That's right. This is Matthew 23, verse 31. Wherefore, be witness unto yourselves that ye are the children of them which killed the prophets. And how you're killing the prophets? Because why? When we preach, we are for peace and you're for war.
Can,
You understand? You
can,
are the ones that kill the prophets, two-thirds of our own people. We have JD producer, I think he is. You rolling alongside the enemy. Hands down, you falling after the enemy. The enemy, Salakia. What is Israelite slap? Israelite slap. You play the fool and you slapping vocab Malone. I mean, the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to give him a slap of reality when he see we being beamed up, according to Wisdom of Solomon, right? When we being beamed up, he'll say, are those the men? And we had somewhat in derision, are those the men?
can,
You understand? He gonna hit them a spiritual slap, a reality, right? When
God,
martial law kick in, when all hell break loose, when the economy collapse, right? Martial law, you're gonna have sedition of men. You're gonna be hit that spiritual slap. Oh shit! This is what GMS Great Mills told ISUPK, Zabak and all these other men was talking about. This is hey, they were truly the prophets sent, right?
Come,
They're gonna be hit that spiritual slap. You understand? You just wait for it. Wait for it. It's coming. Wait for it.
come, do it
Do
tarry,
it.
ah.
Do it. I'm a cook. Yeah.
God,
You just wait for it. It surely come. It,
God,
it will not tarry. You
God,
understand?
God.
Go ahead, up. And then the next
This is
picture.
yeah, this is Psalm 118, verse 26. Blessed be he that cometh in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We have blessed you out of the house of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is the Lord which had showed us light, buying the sacrifice with cords even unto the horns of the altar. And this light, they as Big Brother Barad always say, we shining this light in the face and put in the mirror they also for it to look at,
Can.
And this is what they don't like. They don't like that. They don't like how we bold for our power.
Yeah, it's
As
like Galacta vampire.
God,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, that way it is. That way it is. Can. Yeah, so yeah. So stemming out of it, let me see, there's one Decker. Right?
God.
All he doing in this song is basically describing the curses. Get up in the morning and they're slaving for bread. O ye Israelites. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder upon thy seed forever, because thou service not Yahweh thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart. Right? You know, the heart goes back to what mind. So the abundance of all things. Therefore shall thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. And we done that physically in slavery, hardcore slavery. Right? We did hardcore slavery in America and in the West Indies and wherever we were scattered. Right? Some of us is in Europe, even the natives, because they took so-called Caribs and Arawaks back to Europe. Right? They were some of the first slaves in Portugal. Right? It says, and therefore shall thou be served thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness. What is the nakedness? Hey, they show it in the movie Roots, right? What is your name? Kunta Kinte, no, Waplash.
John.
Toby. What's your name? Kunta Kinte, no, Waplash. Toby. What's your name? Waplash. Toby. They beat your nationality out here. They beat your language out here. They beat your heritage out here. They want you to read your Bible. They cut off your foot. They cut off your hands. They cut off your rod. Right? They rape. They rob. They murdered. They stole. They remove the landmark. They erase history and set up a false history. Right? They set the conditions to oppress us and to alleviate everybody else. Oh, Israelites. Which other nation? Right? Yet
Can,
still, we have scoffers in this 2018, 2019 saying that what? That we are not. Let's play a little bit of the original video that we plan to bring out.
can,
Right now, that you can research so it's objective truth, not just your own little personal subjective truth that religious people all the time. Right? So they say there's objective truth and they have subjective, right? Objective truth, either true or false, can be wrong about things, true for everyone. Subjective truth, neither neither true or false, can be wrong, had be wrong, Salakia, about feelings, true for me. Right? So what he said is what? Objective truth? Let's see, let's pull back a little bit. So that is great actually evidence right now that you can research that is objective truth, not just your own little personal subjective truth that religious people feed you all the time. So to begin, we are not religion. The
can,
Hebrew Israelites is not a movement about religion. We are about our nationality. We are about our heritage. We are the Negroes, the Latinos, and Native Americans. We are the chosen people of the Bible.
can.
We
I
are the
want to
people. We are the people who are living the curses of Deuteronomy 28 and 68, right? And these curses won't forever. These curses were subjective until we what? Repent. You bring a precept and I'll bring mine after.
can, because as I mentioned the word religion, right? This is Jeremiah 17 verse 4. And thou even thyself shall discontinue from thine heritage. You
Uh,
do have the word religion. And as our big brother Bora is now saying, when you're watching the movies, root, the beat his name out of him. What is your name? The beat it out of him. And we discontinue from our heritage. We never used to practice our customs that we supposed to. We know that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
uh, you understand? Kindle a fire which will burn forever. You understand? Deuteronomy, not Deuteronomy, sorry, Daniel. You can read Daniel chapter 9, verse 7, Baba Kosha. Verse 11, Daniel 9 and 11, Baba Kosha.
That the spirit, I had a precept lock on load here right now.
Go ahead.
Yeah, right now, hey. All praises to Abba Shem. This is Daniel chapter 9, verse 11. He said, Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice.
Uh,
Therefore, the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, because we have sinned against him, and he had confirmed his words,
he
which he
confirmed his words. Hey, let me look up some synonyms for the word confirm. He said what? He had confirmed his
can,
words.
can,
To what? To prove, to settle, accepted, fixed, seasoned, worn, habituated, hardened, ingrained, right? Entrenched, accustomed, deep rooted, dyed in wool,
can,
stayed, valid, hard shell. The Most I said what he conferred, what he confirmed his
confirm,
words.
can,
He acknowledged, accustomed, approved, to study thyself, approved. A workman rightfully defining the word of truth.
can,
He approved it, right? He confirmed it. It's legit.
can.
It
Hey,
passed. It's
You know,
established. You want to be rooted and grounded, to be established. He sanctioned. This is the Most High, the beauty of the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He confirmed his words. Go ahead.
yeah, the most I see there in Isaiah 55 and 11, right? He said, my words will not go on void.
Huh,
He said it, and he said he's a for he shall not lie, he just and he all righteous in all his acts.
huh. Hey, let me bring. You can finish it off and I will, you can just read it over again. I'll bring this one here.
All right. Start from 9 or start from 12? From
That
11 or from 12?
last verse.
All right. This is Daniel chapter 9, verse 12. And he had confirmed his words which he speak against us and against our judges that judge us by bringing upon us a great evil, for under the whole heaven had not been done as had been done upon Jerusalem.
So Deuteronomy
And
28. Deuteronomy 28 and from 1 to 68. Wasn't that a promise? Wasn't that his words? Wasn't that a promise that he had promised unto us?
done,
That if we had kept his commandments, we would have been on high. Blessed be our so okay, let me get it real quick. Deuteronomy 28 and 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahweh, thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments. Who was his voice? The prophet at the time was what? Moses. Moses
done,
was the voice of the Lord. To observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that Yahweh thy power will set thee on high above all nations, and all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power. Blessed shall be, blessed shall thou be in the city, and blessed shall thou be in the field. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, and the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. Right? And that's what some of the blessings. If we
done,
had kept his commandments, that was his word. Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou will not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe and do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, and all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shall thou be in the city, cursed shall thou be in the field, cursed shall cursed shall be thy basket and thy storehouse, right? Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body. Jumping down to verse 25, the Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thy enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them, and shall be removed into the kingdoms of the earth. And was we removed, James 1:1, to the brethren
done,
scattered abroad?
done.
We go to Deuteronomy chapter 4. Deuteronomy chapter 4, Abu Kushak.
4.
Yeah, Deuteronomy chapter 4. Um,
Wait, one we are saying I've taught you statutes on judgments.
yeah, where we it was prophesied that we was gonna go off.
Oh, select.
Um, this one. I'll highlight in the next one, around the next one closer. Um, right, Deuteronomy chapter 4 and chapter 23. Take heed unto yourselves, lest ye forget the covenant of Yahweh your power, which he made with you, and make you a graven image, right? Which he made with you, and make you a graven image or a likeness of anything which Yahweh thy power hath forbidden thee. For Yahweh thy power is a consuming fire, even a jealous power.
Done,
When thou shalt beget children and children's children, and ye shall have remained long in the land, and shall corrupt yourselves, and make a graven image, or the likeness of anything, and shall do evil in the sight of Yahweh, thy power, to provoke him to anger, I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day, and he shall soon utterly perish from off the land, whereunto he go over Jordan to possess it. He shall not prolong your days upon it, but shall utterly be destroyed.
Destroyed.
And the Lord shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left few in number among the heathen, whither the Lord shall lead you. And there ye shall serve gods of wooden, of
The
work
work.
of hand, wood and stone, which neither see, nor hear, nor eat, nor smell. But if from thence thou shalt seek Yahweh thy power, thou shalt find him, if thou seek him with all thine heart and with all thy soul. When thou art in tribulation, and all these things are come upon thee, even in the latter days, even in what? The latter days,
For
even in
this.
the latter days, if thou turn to the Lord and shall be obedient unto his voice. So who is his voice again? The prophets. So those
Prophets.
prophets that we would go off because this is the most high show,
Can.
right? We go off because we need to know the both sides of the fence to be righteous judges in the kingdom of heaven to come, right? So this is the most high show. So it was prophesied, right? Because we are scattered across the four corners of the planet Earth, right? We are scattered according to James and other precepts, right? According to Baruch chapter 4, all these precepts come on back, right?
I can know in that chapter right now, Baruch chapter 4. I was going to Baruch chapter 4 and 28.
Huh?
Say, for as it was in your mind to go astray from Yahweh Samuel Shai,
Huh?
so being returned, seek him 10 times more.
10 times one. This is it. This is the prophets of the Lord in these last days seeking Yahweh Shem Shai. Who doing it? Only the Israelites.
Can.
People that TD snakes and all these others, and even what? Even the wicked amongst the Hebrew Israelites, Kofi, Nate, Rakav, GOCC, right? And these are the men. The Most High said what? He's gonna humble, he's gonna exalt the humble, and he's gonna appease the proud. So all these
Can.
proud have been brought down low. You see Kofi being brought up on extortion charges against the federal state of America or whoever, right? They're bringing them up on IRS charges for what? Extortion, using the church money, setting up a fake business, um, um, a music record label or whatever it is, right? And it was embezzling money that he all got from the church. You signed the contract for the devil. You open a 501c3 charter church. You have to pay them their fucking tax. And
Can.
the Most High said what? Galatians 6 and 7, being not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. Whatsoever man sow, so shall he reap.
That's
In the
right.
chapter 7, you're calling us rapists, you're calling us derelicts, you're calling our apostles and others derelict teachers, don't even know what the word is. You understand? You're saying you have your own brand, you're being proud, you're being that Cheshire cat, that wicked evil man with that evil grin. All the wickedness behind closed doors, all the things that they say that we doing, you and your men doing behind closed doors. And the Most High
Can.
opening them doors. The Most High making you bed. The Most High said, what? I begin at the house of Israel. You see, you don't believe in Yahweh Shem Shai. That's why you're doing our wickedness. We know that through the Spirit. The Scripture says the Spirit judges all things. And the Spirit says, what the Scripture says that the Spirit, if it conjures all right. So, hey, these charges that we calling upon you, that the apostles and elders been saying you are, they know you personally, and the men of the Lord who follow after the apostles and elders, which is a righteous thing because the scriptures and Acts says what? They continue in what? The apostles' doctrine, right? The apostles' teaching, right? We know who you are to the spirit. We know that you're a snake. We know that you are cunning fox. We know, we
Can.
see it, we see it. Your countenance shows it, your action shows it, your works shows it. Hey, you're a devil, Nate. You're a devil. You're a black Edomite, Nate. You
Can.
know, we can call you a lot of things through the scriptures. You come in many spirits, many evil spirits in the scriptures, right? But going back to the point, this is Second Peter chapter 3, verse 8. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord. Slack, not 3 verse 8, 3 verse 9. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise. Right? So his promise is what? That if we broke his commandments, we'll go into that captivity and be scattered abroad. Right? That's one of his promise. And the next problem, they have promises that more pleasant and not as bitter, right? Which is what? The kingdom, right? Salvation, deliverance from the enemy, spiritual power, right? Authority, rulership underneath Yahweh Bashim, Yahushai, King David, you know, crowns,
Con.
scepters, dominion, to rule over angels, right? These are some of the promises too, right? But some of the promises that hey, we receive the promise of the punishment. And now we're looking forward to what the promise of the what? Of the deliverance.
Con.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 1. And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessings and the curse which I have set before thee, that thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whether the Lord Yahweh hath driven thee, and shall return unto thee, and shall return unto thee, unto the Lord thy power, and shall obey his voice, according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thy heart and with all thy soul. It says that Yahweh, thy power, will turn thy captivity, and this is what the Lord doing. He's turning the captivity. And we see that with our spiritual life. He's so
Con.
going to down. These Edomites going down, right? You're supposed to be your Babylon, supposed to be the epitome, the climax, the pinnacle of what? Democracy. That's your doctrine. That's your philosophy, democracy. Equal rights and justice for all, right? But yet still, you're oppressing the black man, the Negro, the Negro man, the Mexican man, the Puerto Rican man and woman. Up to this day, they have the worst jobs. They are the last hired and the first fired, right?
Con.
They are being oppressed. They are being shut down in the streets, right? They're prejudiced against them, right?
I
Hey,
won't fact.
you're supposed to be the epitome of the democracy, and the Most High just showing you that you're a hypocrite, you're a liar. Yet still you want to go across the planet Earth as you are the saving grace. The so-called white man is the
Hmm.
saving grace. That you're wise. The scripture says, is there any wisdom in Timon? The Most High is
Con.
mocking at you. Is there any wisdom in Timon? You all know what you're doing. You're touching the apple of the Lord's eye. The
That's
creator of heaven
right.
and earth, one who has true power. You not know God, because the Most High has remained silent, because the Most High was about his business and he gave a chance to rule. The Most High said what? He gave what? He said, the earth is in the hands of the wicked. The Most High just stepped back and say, hey, you rule. And what we seeing? We seeing whales being banked. They're banking
Hmm.
themselves because of what? Pollution, radioactivity in the water. Look what going on in Fukushima. Radiation in
Hmm.
the water. We see elephants dropping down, whaling. I've seen some nasty ass Elamites have to push their hands up in the elephant's butt to pull out what? Plastic bags because of your pollution. As the ark was saying, what? BPA, BPA in the
PPA.
plastic. You're selling bottled water. Back in the 50s, 60s, you're selling milk in glass bottles. Why are we buying bottled water out of plastic bottles now? Because they want to release the BPA. It's not really about cutting costs, you know. You want to poison the people, send out that what? That estrogen, effeminate the men,
Con.
right? You have a movement amongst yourself where you push health, ketosis, vegan lifestyle. But guess what? You know what you do? You have Whole Foods and other markets that sell that organic, so-called organic, because you don't even know, half the time you don't even know the words that you're fucking use, right? Because the word organic means goes back to organ, right? They have certain foods that are designed to rebuild and regenerate the organ, because the body was made to regenerate. Just like how you cut off a lizard's tail and the tail will grow back, our bodies was made to regenerate, right? So organic food means regenerative food for different parts of the different organs of the body, right? Your body has an immune system. Your skin is a part of your immune system, right? You have white blood cells. You have different immune system responses. Mucus is an immune system response, right? The immune system sets out mucus to what? Encapsulate the pathogen in the body. You have all these different things, right? But what? You know, you will have it and you'll set the cost of the merchandise high up so that Jake can't afford. Because if you afford to eat right, to have a proper diet, we'll be spiritually tuned in to this truth, right? But we can't
Come,
afford to do it, which is all part of the whole scheme of things because the Most High said the rest was blinded. The Most High ultimately blinded to it, right? But the Most High said to his servants, the prophet, he said, what? You will eat poison and live. So we live
come,
it. Some of us have ailments in the flesh, thorns in the flesh. We have that, but guess what? Hey, it's not the dog in the fight, it's the fight of the dog, meaning it's the spirit. Yahweh Shimon said what? The spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets, so we're going to be here and we're going to chant you down, we're going to cry you down in the name of Yahweh Shimon until we die, strive for the truth until death. He said,
but
you motherfucking devil.
that's right.
You so-called self-proclaimed white man, you is the devil. You are the deceiver on the planet Earth. You are the Satan, the host of the adversary. That's who you are, right? You ain't nothing but the devil. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but behind his back was what drawn swords. You all
Come,
about destruction. You increase your borders, what death and hell. There's nothing good that come out of you. Nothing
come,
good. You understand? This truth didn't stem out of you. This truth didn't stem out of no theological school. You're all trying to fight against the truth. But all you do is public sign, and there's no what? There's no what? You cannot, there's no curse, there's no enchantment against Jacob. You can't stop this truth. All you can do is help promote this truth.
come,
There's no bad publicity, there's only good publicity. Right? Because the more you demonize us, the more you put us on Alex Jones, the more you put us on Fox, you're just widening our audience base. And you know what that does? That just wakes up the elect. Two-thirds gonna mock and score because they were designed to mock and score.
come.
Go ahead, Ak, you had a preset?
Yeah, I had two precept film. This is I want in Isaiah and I want in Baruch chapter 4, verse 30. Say, take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. He
Yeah,
gonna
he that
comfort
give you that name will comfort thee. That is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Shai. That's right.
Yahushai said what? They were dying, were not dying of mind. Right? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai gave us that name, that city of peace. We were made to be that monument, to be that praise unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Right? We are the exemplars above all these other nations. Right? We were meant to be the exemplars above all these other nations. But now we have become what? According to Jeremiah, become a what? Degenerate branch. What up?
This is Isaiah 44, verse 21. Say, remember these, O Jacob and Israel, for thou art my servant. I have formed thee, thou art my servant, O Israel, thou shalt not be forgotten of me. I want more for you here. This is Isaiah chapter 49, right? Verse 15. Can a woman forget her suckling child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yea, they may forget, yet will I not forget. Behold, I have graven thee upon the palms of my hands. Thy walls are continually before me. And that is Israel. And mainly the elect, because the two-thirds of Israel will come through the bowels of the elect. And this was Esau's whole main plan. He feel the Lord would have take back the blessing, but the Lord predestinated this. And when you look up the word predestinate, it means to decide from before. You know? So this is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai show. And right now we here crying down this Babylon system, and the Lord hearing our prayers. And it's the same way when the Most High looked upon Israel in Egypt with Moses. He said, I see the affliction of my people. And the Lord looking upon our affliction and he hearing our cry. The true Hebrew Israelites are crying. That's the reason why the Most High bringing all this destruction upon the earth. Even right here in this land that we dwelling in. Where the Most High bringing destruction on the so-called police system. No, causing all these deaths and all these harm, wasn't it? He bringing destruction upon them. The Most High getting ready to come back to deliver his elect man.
I have to fear up.
Go ahead.
Jeremiah 2 verse 21. Yet I have planted thee a noble vine, a holy, a right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me?
God. Yeah, how Israel turned a degenerate plant? How does you two-thirds strain from all the power who gonna give all the salvation? You know? And we out there day in, day out, sighing and crying, and this is for all and all rejecting good food, good tidings. That what the Most High say. And Romans, he said, blessed are they that preach good tidings. This is good tidings. This is for your joy, your salvation. You just like to be down in the hole and down in the gutter. This is what Israelite.
Con. This is Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 9. And it came to pass through the likeness of her whoredom that she defiled the land and committed adultery with stocks, with stones and with stocks. And yet, hey, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Harakakodash Barakatah. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Bashim
Shalom.
Yahushai. Um, and yet, for all this, her treacherous sister Judah had not turned unto me with her whole heart, but vainly, which means deceitfully, said unto the Lord, and the Lord said unto me, the backsliding of Israel had justified herself more than treacherous Judah. Go and proclaim these words towards the north, and say, return thou backsliding Israel, saith Yahweh, and I will not cause mine anger to fall upon you. For I am merciful, saith the Lord, and I will not keep anger forever. Only acknowledge thine iniquity, that thou hast transgressed against Yahweh thy power, and hast scattered thy ways to strangers under every green tree, and ye have not obeyed my voice, saith Yahweh. Turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you, and I will take you one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion.
Gone. Yeah, because that was the most High now said, the rest of Israel, right, turn unto more idols than Judah. These Ephraimites and them, and these Mexicans and them, they like idol worship. That was I was big brother, I was now saying treacherously, it was deceitful to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The Most High said that in Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 7, he said, all it was as full horse, and all it went out to commit adultery with these other gods. Jeremiah 20:11 had the nation change their God, which are no gods. That's why the Most High going to bring
it out.
Can't to what?
This is Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 19.
Verse 11.
Verse 11. It says, had a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods, but my people have changed their glory for that which doeth not profit.
Can't. And you can go to 27 after, because all go into something that can't save all. All the change, all the glorious power, all the power who have chariots and all these wonderful things, as in Hebrews chapter 1, verse 2, he created the worlds. This is only one, this is only a little speck. Work. Just imagine we getting to go out of this and we go to see the moon and the creation and all these things, which we are the creator of. According to Jeremiah 51, Jacob is the form of all things. And let's turn from this glorious power. That's why the Most High say, they destroy 2/3 of our people.
Yeah, come. This is Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 27. Saying to a stock, thou art my father, and to a stone thou hast brought me forth. For they have turned their back unto me, and not their face. But in the time of their trouble they will say, arise and save us.
God. And now go back to Proverbs chapter 1. When Jacob trouble reach, they're going to call upon the Lord, but the Lord said, when your trouble reach, he will laugh and he will scorn at you. You understand? Because I'll turn to the stones and the rocks. That is what they're doing. All they have rosy around all the neck, all they have cross. The Most High say, curse be every man that hangeth on a tree. Go ahead, Alex. See, pull up something with the coins.
No. The coins just come from the stuff objective. Because when they come back here, they say that they say objective versus subjective. They say that the truth that we have is subjective, which is neither true nor false, can be wrong, about feelings, and true for me. So this is what the Scoffers is trying to say about Hebrew Israelite movement versus objective, which is truth, either true or false, can be wrong about things, and true for everyone, right? So the word
Can.
objective means detached, disinterested, dispassionate, equitable, even-handed, non-partisan, open-minded, unbiased, cold, cool, straight, impersonal, judicial, right? Let me get some other words here. I have to get in meaning, I have to get some other words.
Can.
Is aim, target, objective, plan, purpose, scheme, object, mark, intention, intent, design, direction, and course, right? And I want to get, this is what I want to get. I want to get it in the dictionary, so let's get the definition. And
Can.
not only the synonyms. Right, and I'll pull back to just make sure I'm clear on his words. Objective, something that one's effort or actions are intended to attain or accomplish. Purpose, goal, or target. In grammar, also objective case. In English, some other language, a case specialized for the use of a form as the object of transitive verb of a preposition, as him in the boy hit him, or me and he comes to me with his trouble. So the object can be the person in question, right? A
Can.
word in case, right? In the object or goal of one's efforts or action, not influenced by a person's feeling, interpretations, or prejudice based on facts, unbiased, right? So we're going to go with this as the adjective, not influenced by a person's feelings, interpretations, or prejudice. It says it's based on facts, and this truth is a
Yes.
fact.
Can.
What we bring out here is a fact, right? So we're going to pull it back and let's hear what this book has to say.
And as the greater number, right now that you can be is objective truth, not just your own little personal subjective truth that you listen to you all the time. This is a personal belief of mine that the tribal movement, they are Seminole Indians. But Seminole Indians, they're not even, they're a mixture of different people. So they even go back to North America. Florida is in North America, first of all. If you're talking about the northern United States, there were Seminole Indians all over at one point because their descendants are basically from runaways that came from all over the United States and ended up in Florida. One of the big misunderstandings is the way that you define genetics, the way that you believe that your DNA is distributed from one offspring to another. It's a misunderstanding. It's based off of the assumption that you are whatever your father is, and that the father carries some type of magical seed that determines who you are, and the woman plays no part in any of the distribution of chromosomes, which is it's all backwards. This is all pseudoscience.
Right, so we look up the word pseudo, right? So
Can.
the word pseudo means what? Non-genuine, spurious, or sham. Bogus, sham, phony, imitation, artificial, mock, errats, quasi, fake, fiend, pretend, false, fox, spurious, counterfeit, fraudulent, deceptive, misleading, contrived, affected, insincere, and more. Right?
Can.
This is what he's saying, that this truth, right? And we are what our father is what's based on pseudoscience, right? And he talk about the what chromosomes and what he talk about DNA and all these different things, right? We get something for you, Mr. Scoper.
Can.
This is First Timothy chapter 6, verse 20. Right? It says, O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust. What is committed to our trust? The truth, the knowledge,
Con,
right? It says, because they even have and this is what these Christians the other day was doing the works on the highways and byways about two works are back, and a Christian came up off his motorbike, very proud and vain, talking about the approach our elders in New York and ask them to take a DNA test, and when they take a DNA test, they realize that their what genealogy, and he was digging up that DNA testing. He was all for the DNA testing. You know that DNA testing is what that it this and that, right? Look what the scripture says. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane. The word profane goes back to what outside of the church,
con,
right? Outside of the church, right? Profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science, right? Falsely so called, right? With some professing have erred concerning the faith. It says, grace be with thee. Amen. Grace goes back to what? Mercy. The mercy of the Most High be with thee. Keep that which you have.
con,
Keep that which you have. And there's this truth,
con,
this knowledge, this heritage. We are the Hebrew Israelites, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. The Negroes, the Latinos, so-called Latinos. We don't know Latinos. That goes back to the Latin, to the Greeks and the Romans. Latin, right? We were conquered by them. We were colonized by them, right?
con,
We are the what? We have the so-called Indians of the 12 tribes, right? You have the East Indianites, Elamite, but we have Indians among ourselves, so-called Indians, right? And then who we call Reuben, Gad, Issachar, right? These are some of the so-called Indians. You have Naphtali, you understand? You have Asher, right? They have that kind of those kind of that kind of long hair, you know. You have yeah, these are some of the tribes that
Zebulon,
we call, yeah, Zebulun. These are some of the tribes that they call the Indians of the 12 tribes, right?
con,
But the main the they have Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. They are the what? The darker skin,
con,
darker complexion, right? Then you have Ephraim, which is what? The Puerto Ricans, the so-called Puerto Ricans, right? They're like Ephraim and Manasseh, the Cubans, right? They're lighter
con,
skin,
con,
right? It says what? Going back to Timothy, it says, O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science, falsely so called, with some professing have erred concerning the faith. Grace be with thee. Aman, right? Um, I probably had a next point here, but I'm gonna let him. You have something to bring out?
yeah, because you know that man was talking about genealogy because the scriptures say the script in Romans chapter 8 it said bear witness that we are the children of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Uh,
The spirit revealed everything, right?
uh,
For that score for here, and for the one who came a while back on the bike. This is like this this is Titus chapter 3, verse 9. He said, but avoid foolish questions and genealogies. You know, he was talking about genealogy. That is a foolish question because the Mosai said, the scriptures say in Romans 8, the Spirit bear witness that we are the children of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And
uh,
contentions and strive about the law, for they are unprofitable and vain. So that genealogy question that Scoffle want to come with, and this one who now saying here, you are where your father is, which is true, you are what your father is, according to Numbers chapter 1, verse 18.
bring it out. I was going to bring it out.
God. I have it here.
Go ahead.
This is Numbers chapter 1, verse 18. And it reads, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees.
Right, pedigree. Let's look up the word pedigree. Go ahead.
After their families by the house of their fathers.
Right.
So,
Why do you speak?
yeah. So the Most High didn't call the mother, he called their fathers. Because with David, right? David's father was Jesse. Jesse's father was who? Boaz, right? Because that the lineage had come down. You understand? And they didn't mention anything about Ruth. And Ruth was a Moabite. They didn't mention anything about Ruth. But the seed.
And Matthew 1:20, Matthew 1, Matthew 1 talks about the whole lineage of Yahushai on his father's side.
Gone. That's right. Yeah? That's right.
Pedigree, an ancestral line of descendants, line of descent, like lineage, right? Ancestry, genealogical table, chart, list, or record, especially of purebred animal, distinguished, excellent, or pure ancestry, derived origin or history, right? Let's look up a word. I'll have a word that just jump out at me.
And this is to show you how the Most High didn't want us to mingle ourselves with the other nations, because the Most High wanted us to remain pure.
It says the act descent, right? It says the act of moving, or the act or process of moving, the act process of fact of moving from a higher to a lower position, right? The scripture say, we're gonna come back. The Most High gonna bring judgment. Oh, it goes in Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy 30:7.
No, I think it's the 20 that he gonna, if we disobey him, he's gonna bring judgment upon those that hate him, the third and fourth generation.
That is
yeah, because you come back to your father. It says 2, a downward inclination or slope, a passage or stairway leading down, derivation from an ancestor, derivation from an ancestor, a lineage on an extraction, right? A passing from higher to lower degree or state or decline, a sudden rate of a hostile attack, right? So it says what? A derivation from an ancestor, a lineage or extraction, right? You get that precept?
No, I'm still looking for it.
What does that mean? All right, I'll get Greek. Them that hate him.
I was reading my numbers.
Deuteronomy chapter 5 verse 9. Thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them, nor serve them. For I, Yahweh thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Right?
Because
what?
He didn't
go ahead.
He didn't say the mothers, he said the fathers, so he identify a lineage.
And he said what? The children. So I'm going into that real quick. And this is Deuteronomy chapter 5. 5 verse 9. Right? I'm going into that word real quick. This is the word for children, just to make it clear, it says children, right?
Khan.
Bane. Bane.
Right? H1120. 1120. Play it again.
Strong's H1121. Bane. Bane.
And that would be in ancient Hebrew or the phonetic Hebrew or Phoenician Hebrew is what? Ban.
Khan.
Like ban. The son, grandson, child, member of a group, son, male child. Now, in fact, let me bring this up on the screen, man. But I don't know, but you see that we lying, right?
Khan. Khan.
We in line, full vaulting, full
That's
faster
right.
than First Thessalonians 5:21.
Khan.
Produce thy cause. You know,
Khan.
you know.
And this
Let
this
each
is
man be persuaded for
this is because we produce it. You know, we bringing forth we strong.
reason.
Khan.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 9. And upon the children, look right here, being. It's really ban. It's his son, right? Says, you know what? They give you two different meanings on the it comes down different. It comes on so like, this didn't scroll down. I didn't scroll down. I will come back to this one because what? You are what your father is. You are what your father is. Mm. Yahushua told them because they asked Yahushua, show us the father. He told the disciples, hey, have I been so long with you? When you see me, you see the father. Because he came in the
Khan.
image of his father.
Khan.
Right? It says beam. Let me come back to the top. It says beam or ban.
Khan.
Strong's H1121. Bane. Bane.
The son. Son, grandson, child, member of a group, son, male child, grandson. Right? The child go off here, we're talking about plural male and female. No, young men, young animals. You understand? So what the hell
Khan.
he talking about? We come back. We come back. Hey, and when we come back, we don't come back female. If it's a man, it's a man. You're gonna come back as a man.
That's right.
Right? What the hell is he talking about?
Khan. In the scripture saying First Corinthians 11:40 or First Corinthians 14:40.
Yeah.
Right? It say the Most High is not the author of confusion.
Can't.
One offering to another. It's a misunderstanding. It's based on the assumption that you are whatever your father is.
There's nothing. It's not an assumption. You see, because these people truly don't believe in the Bible.
Khan.
They don't believe in the Bible. Right? It's not an assumption because every word of the Most High is pure words.
Khan.
You understand? Let me get that real quick. Let me get that real quick. It says Psalms 12, right? And 6. It says, the words of Yahweh, right, are pure words. As silver tried in the furnace of the earth purified 7 times. Right? That means it's complete. It's
Khan.
perfect. Thou shalt keep them, O Yahweh. Thou shalt preserve them from this generation forever. And how they been preserved? Through the men of the Lord.
Khan.
Again, the men of the Lord. The women have nothing to do with this. Women are fickle, have changed it. right? Every time they get put in a position of difficulty, they're gonna look to be eased. Hey, they like, hey, remember that episode in I think it was the first Fast and Furious, right? Where the
Yeah.
guy, where the guy put the rat on the policeman's belly, put the bucket
Can.
for him,
And he
and
heat it up.
he heat it up, and he said the rat gonna, hey, a rat will eat through concrete, fly through
Can.
concrete, looking to what? To get away from that heat. That is these women, they're rats. They're gonna run
Can.
from what? The pressure. So
Hmm.
they're gonna be tough, they're gonna be buff, they're gonna be beating the chest, they're gonna be beasties all now. But when the time of famine and destruction and sedition of men, because you see one thing you see they say a hungry man is an angry man. You know why? Because his true spirit comes out. All his
Can.
emotions going to be put away. Estrogen going to be purged out of his body, and the testosterone going to kick in because he's hungry. And that's what's going to happen in time of famine, right? The estrogen going to be purged out, and the testosterone going to kick in. And one thing about testosterone, right? Your sperm increases, right? And the sex drive increases. So what's going to happen? These women are going to be ravished, right? They're going to
Can.
be raped. They're going to be raped. They're going to be taken by force. These women are going to be humbled in these last days. They're going to
Can.
go back to the natural state. You understand?
Can. Can. Can.
Right?
That's right.
So, hey, it's not my opinion. You scoffers too. You're going to be humble. Most are going to put you out to death. Most are going to shut up the mouth of these scoffers. Right? We're going to.
Can.
The type of magical seed that determines who you are, and the woman plays no part in any of the distribution of chromosomes, which is it's all backwards. This is all pseudo science.
So there's a lot of issues with the 12 tribe breakdown. I don't have to go to every individual tribe. Again, the 12 tribe breakdown comes from Arya, who was part of the one West, 152 Israelites. One West of 144 people, the Alpha. This is a school that started with Arya's father and a man named Abizid. Abizid is still there. The original founders of this black movement. Hey, we're not black Hebrew Israelites. We are the Hebrew Israelites, the chosen people
Can.
of Yahweh Shai, right? Yeah, Deuteronomy chapter 32. And you know what I want? Uncle Shah?
Yeah. Deuteronomy 32.
Just now, start at verse 2. We'll go to the point. Start at verse 2. So you can take our time. We have time.
Alright, can. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 2. My doctrine shall drop as the rain, my speech shall distill as the dew, as the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass.
Go
It
ahead.
should be alright. Because I will publish the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, ascribe ye greatness unto our power.
Yeah, and this is what he's doing through his servants, the prophets, predominantly great millstone.
Can.
Because these other camps don't glorify Yahweh Shem Yahushai as we glorify Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Right. That's right.
We glorify Yahweh Shem Yahushai in order, because there's order in heaven. We give double honor to our elders, our apostles, our teachers who do well, who have taught us this truth.
Can.
Hey, to be truth, and in fact, my teacher was on the common board early on. You know?
Can.
One of my first teachers was on the common board early on. And he taught me through what? Through the apostles and the elders.
Can.
And he always glorified them up to this day.
Can.
Up to this day. He was also his brother Konar's teacher too. You understand?
Can.
Despite all
Can.
what's going on in Israel. Right? But we understand that the hierarchy of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the apostles, they are the stalwarts, they are the monument, and the elders.
Can.
Right? Because they have walked the walk much longer than us. They have much more experience than us. Right? I have a precept I want to bring out.
Can.
This is Sirach chapter 25 verse 6. Much experience is the crown of old men, and the fear of the Most High is their glory. For the apostles to be doing this for 30 plus years, they showed
Can.
fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This is Sirach
I
34 and verse 9. A man that traveled knows many things, and he had much experience and will declare wisdom. Yahweh Shem Yahushai had these men travel through an era of time. That's through many seasons, right? Apostle Taha had the experience, and Apostle Gabah, Apostle Ariamla, and Apostle Rakah, they have the experience of knowing this man, but Abbalins, they have the experience of knowing Abbalins because what? They were taught of his students who was in the
can.
image of him.
Can.
High priest Yaquab, the father of high priest Arya, King Masha, who we believe is King David. Abbalins himself, we believe he's John the Baptist in the reincarnation. All right. So these men have much experiences. They live through the time. They live through a time and an age that we have. Hey, many of the men who in this truth, or the boys, no, still like no boys, we men.
About
We men.
about
The scripture say, remember this and show yourself men. Many of the men
can.
in this truth are taking up this mantle, taking up our cross and serving Yahweh Shem Shai. Right? We wasn't born in the era of these men. The time served by Apostle Taha himself is older than the age of many of the men that's in this truth.
That's right.
You understand? It says, he that had verse 9, Sirach 34 9, a man that travelleth knoweth many things, and he that had much experience will declare wisdom. And this is what our apostles and elders have been doing. He that had no experience knoweth little, but he that had travelled is full of prudence. And that's why you see the apostle, they might be reporting on any and everything, but what they do, when they do report, it's concise, it's precise,
Can.
because they are tempered, they have been tried, they have been tested, they have been heated, and then they have been quenched, and they know how to. Hey, their example of how to walk this truth is the greatest examples that we can have right now. Besides the
Can.
ones that we have in the scriptures. Why I say it's the greatest because they're living, and we can ask questions. We have the ability to ask questions. We can't ask the Bible, hey Moses, what you did when this situation come up, and Jethro, you understand? We can't ask the Bible, or we can ask them who have
I
used the judgments of the scriptures to be able to maneuver through life in this truth. You
can.
understand? And how we doing
I
that through the comment board, through the what? Through the World Wide Web, you understand? Through the YouTube that the Most High use the so-called devil, the white man, to create for our sakes. Go ahead, up.
I want fear. This is Matthew 25 verse 14. For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servant and delivered unto them his goods.
Matthew what? Bring it back again.
Matthew 25 verse 14. For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. And this gospel is beautiful goods. And this is what Abba Bibbins did. King David, he delivered his goods unto um the apostles and come all the way down. High priest Arya, you know, um King Marsha, you know,
I crease, I club.
Khan, come all the way down. I go
Can
back in. That's somewhere I'm gonna go back in the Deuteronomy 32.
go up to Deuteronomy 32.
Alright, Khan. I'm gonna go to the point or read from verse 4.
Go to the point.
Alright, Deuteronomy 32, verse 8. When the Most High divided the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bonds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
We are a lot of the inheritance of the Hawashai, right? He was the testator that died for his sin and for our sins. Let's going back to what Hebrews 9, right? And his inheritance, he's going to receive his inheritance because you can't receive the benefits of a will until the person dies. So your,
Can.
your father can have an estate worth what $15 million. As long as he living and he say he's gonna pass it over to you, you cannot receive it until he dies. As long as he lives, it's still his.
Can. I want
So it's
fair
like what?
again.
The Lord's portion is his people, and Jacob is the lot of his
It's
inheritance.
inheritance.
You understand? So Yahushai died to receive what his inheritance. That's why he said, "What ye are my friends, as long as you do as I will." Right? As I said, as I say, right? And he said, "What? We're gonna be joint heirs. His friends gonna be his joint heirs with him in the kingdom of heaven. We're gonna rule." Think
Can.
about that. Put yourself in the situation here in this world. You have your brethren, right? You might win a little lottery, a little play, a little, a little gambling. You might win some dollars. You might benefit. You might run into some cash. What you gonna do? You all the time you suffering with your body, and your body saying, "Boy, and if I get some cash, you know, I'll pick up my children and I'll pull out a ride to make my life easier." The next brethren might say, "Oh, hey boy, you know, how long I want to play in a swimming pool." The next brethren might say, "Boy, hey," whatever he might say. But
Can.
you come to that cash, and you being a true brother, you're gonna come in that cash and you're gonna big up your boys.
Can.
Yahushua is our big brother. No? He's the
Can.
big brother of the nation of Israel. He comes to big up his boys. He comes to deck them out. Put crowns on their heads, scepters in their hands, give them nobility, give them glory, give them the Lord say He's gonna give them glory. You understand? That's what is prepared. That's some of the promises too. You understand?
Can. I want fair.
Come.
This is I had the Hebrews where I wanted Hebrews 9 and 12, and I have Sirach chapter 17 verse 17. For in
Right.
the division of the nations of the whole earth he set a ruler over every people, but Israel is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai portion.
Right. So what the Moabites have the emperor, the Elamites have the shaman, all these other heathens have who they have. The
Can.
Edomites have they have the elites, the
Can.
Illuminati. They belong to the Edomites. But Israel, we belong to Yahweh Bashem
Hashem
Yahushua.
Yahushai.
You understand? That's who we belong to. Right? Go ahead.
This is Hebrews chapter 9 verse 12. Neither by blood of goats and calves, but by his own blood he entered in once into the holy place, having obtained eternal redemption for us.
Yeah, have it. Eternal redemption for us, who is the nation of Israel. Matthew
Can.
124, 121. He shall save his people from their sins.
Can.
Matthew 2 and 6. A governor of my people who? Israel. Isaiah
Can.
55 and 17. Right? He's gonna save Israel. Go ahead, Al.
This is Hebrews 7 verse 27. He said, who needed not daily as those high priests to offer up sacrifice first for his own sins and then for the people's. For this he did once when he offered up himself.
Come. But he offered up himself, doing away
Can.
with blood sacrifice.
Can.
Because he was the perfect sacrifice for himself and for the people, because he himself was an Israelite
Can.
of the tribe of Judah.
Hey, you can
Hebrews
back
says
it up.
so. Yeah, come on, go ahead. We're
This
making
is
it clear to you, scoffers.
that's
Go
right.
ahead, washing our hands of your blood. You can never say that you've never been warned. You've been warned.
Can.
You've been warned. The God of heaven and earth, the creator, the power of heaven and earth, the Most High's name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai.
That's
Yahweh
right.
means he to be, he exists. Yahweh Shai means he, deliverer, he, savior, right? There's something called Nomen Omen, right? And this, hey, their names fulfill who they are. Our names fulfill our characters as well, right? As prophets, as men of the Lord, as devout men, as just men, right? And they can't go to the Father unless you go through the Son, which is Yahweh Shai. So you say Bahashem, which means in the name of. How about Shem Yahweh Shai? Bahashem, in the name of the Holy Spirit. The scripture speaks about the Holy Spirit, which is a spirit of understanding, not a spirit of confusion, not a spirit of epilepsy, epileptic fits, not a spirit of breakdancing, not a spirit of skanking, not a school vibes, not a out of the world experience. It's a spirit of understanding. It's a spirit of discipline. It's a spirit of even different languages, tongues. Acts 2. That's what the Holy Spirit is, understanding. All right? Go ahead, after you have a precept, and I'll just touch it again.
All right, this is Revelations 22, verse 16. I, Yahushua, have sent my angel to testify unto you these things. In the churches, I am the root and the offspring of David.
He's the root and the offspring of David. Offspring, son of
God.
David was the son of who? Jesse, right?
God.
Jesse was of the tribe of Judah.
Hey, to back you up with that, right?
So what?
To back you up with that, right?
Yeah.
Let me just back you up real quick, because I forget Obed, right? This is Ruth chapter 4, and reading from, I'll start from verse 16. I'll start from verse 17. And the woman, her neighbors, give it a name, saying, there is a son born to Naomi, and they call his name Obed. He is the father of Jesse. He is the father of Jesse.
Boy.
The father. Hey, look at on point here. He is the father of Jesse and the father of David.
And the father of David.
And Obed was Boaz's son. You know, Sister Lakia, for earlier on when I forget to mention Obed. It slipped my mind out. Right? So let's finish with all the Revelation 22. And the bright and more. I was reading over the verse. I, Yahushai, have sent my angel to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David and the bright and morning star.
Right, he's the root and the offspring of David. And we just made it clear that David was a Judite. Right? This is Hebrews chapter 7, verse 14. For it is evident. You need me to break down the word evident for you? Let me go into that word evident. Right? For it is evident. Let me go into that word evident. Plain or clear to sight or understanding. Evident. Right? Equivalent, the root goes after what? 1350s to the 1400, Latin evidence, stem of evidence, equivalent, stem of when there's present, participle, right? So equivalent to the present. Wow, it's so beautiful, boy. Yapa.
All praises.
Let me get some more words for the simple. Simple in mind. It's evident. Evident, clean, and understanding. Conspicuous, visible. Oh, so like, yeah. Agent finish move. Right? Indisputable, noticeable, obvious,
clear,
palpable, unmistakable,
Wait,
Clear cut, crystal clear.
God.
Their face
Yeah.
distinct, manifest, open and shut case, plain, perceptible, unambiguous, tangible. What the guy said? The guy said what? This was subjective truth.
Con.
No, so yeah, it's tangible truth,
Con.
unambiguous, right? It says
That's
it is
right.
evident that our Lord, who is our Lord, Yahweh Shai,
God.
sprang out of Judah. Yahweh.
That's right.
Right? Moses spake nothing concerning the priesthood.
God.
What you talking about, bitch?
God. Scoffers on them acts. Scoffers.
God, if that's all you want, fuck.
God.
Finish off yours.
I did finish off my Revelation 22:16 act.
Alright. It says, Jude 1 and 18, how that they told you that there should be mockers in the last time, who should walk after their own ungodly lust. So you mock one boy
God.
or slap. Right? So I went into I don't know if this one more for the sake here. Because he talked about we went into Desmond Decker, right? And the reason why I went into Desmond Decker earlier because he gonna break it down here, you know. Desmond Decker and he would have gotten his indoctrination in Jamaica after the whole movement of Marcus Garvey. Now Marcus Garvey was in the same time, you know, about the Benz,
God.
right? He gonna break it down. So it all goes to show the strength of the power of the word of Yahweh Shem Yoshai.
That's right. That's right.
Huh. I'll play it back again.
Well, try to break down. I don't have to go to evidence to try again. Well, try to break down some from other guys who are the one like this is one lesson this is like one this is how this is coming from black people movement. He was part of commanded people who comes out of Marcus Garvey and his back African movement. There was a lot of things that he was part of at that time. He was part for Chicago. Then there before was what we found and been around all the last 2 and 2. More that there close how they know people are. Just not convinced. It's going to be hard to convince you to live like
All right. He said he is just not convinced, and he's oh they're
God.
trying. He's trying. Oh, they're trying not. Um. They're trying for the rest not to be convinced also.
God.
Right. So this is Romans chapter 11 verse 7. What then? Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh for, because the scripture says in Ezekiel 9 and 4, go into the midst of the city, to the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done thereof. So you know they're crying for the abominations and they're seeking for answers. Right?
God.
Scripture talk about um, feeding the hungry and giving drink to the thirsty. Give them a drink of cold water. That holiness that goes back to what the knowledge and the wisdom and the understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
God. God.
Because you didn't get the drink you was looking for, you trying to stop others from getting that drink.
Hmm.
It says, what then, Romans 11 and 7, what then? Israel had not obtained that which it seeketh for. But there's the next thing. Yes, Israel goes back to the Hebrew word Yah Shah Allah.
Allah.
Yah He Shah Prince Allah power. He is the
God.
prince of the power.
Come.
right? The scripture says, not all Israel is of Israel, right? But the Israel of the Lord, the princes of the power of the Lord, right? There's a separation, but through spirit, through vibration, through energy. The spirit of the Lord dealing with his prophets and his servants and his
Come.
body. Because not all of us are going to be prophets. Some of us wasn't given the gift of prophecy. The gift of prophecy was given to certain men, but some were
Come.
head, and so on and so forth. Right? It says, Israel had not obtained that which it seeketh for, but the election, the chosen had obtained it, and the rest were blinded. According as it is written, the Most High had given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. That's all I'm going with you. We understand, right? So we're gonna get. I want to bring on the word slumber because the Most High do it to you. Now, I didn't do it to you. Apostle Gabar didn't do it to you. Apostle Ariamla didn't do it to you. Apostle Rakar didn't do it to you. Apostle Tahar didn't do it to you. And you said you went to the school and you heard of Apostle or High Priest Ariah teaching and his 12 tribe sign, and you wasn't convinced. The Most High didn't convince you because hey, according to give me wisdom of Solomon chapter 8 and the last verse, I think it was 21 Baba Kosha.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8. Last verses here, right? Doc?
Yeah, verse 21. I think it is, right?
Yeah. Yeah, 21. He said, nevertheless, when I perceived that I could not otherwise obtain her,
The
except
hood there,
Yahweh
the hood, like the hood there is
wisdom.
wisdom,
Can.
right? Go ahead. John 3:27 says a man can receive nothing or anything unless it be given to him from heaven,
Can.
right? James chapter 4 says what? Just um, I think it's not James chapter 4, but James says what? All good gifts are given to them from heaven, right? I'm not seeing it in 4. I can't remember. That is in James. Right, but go ahead.
Yeah, it reads, never Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 21. Nevertheless, when I perceived that I could not otherwise obtain her, except Yahweh Hashem Yahushai give her me, and that was a point of wisdom, also to know whose gift she was. I prayed unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and besought him with my whole heart. I said,
Yeah, but that's it, right?
Can.
You didn't to know whose gift she was, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, to be convinced, as you saying, it had to come from Yahweh Shem Shai. But what the Lord said, He said,
I have already James, I asked here with the gift.
Go ahead.
James chapter 1, verse 17. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, and cometh down from the Father of lights, with whom is no
Variableness.
variableness,
Variableness means that I think that goes back into changing, right? Go ahead.
and neither shadow of turning of his
Neither a
own
shadow of turning. God,
can.
when Hebrews it said Yahweh Shai is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. And
Can.
Malachi it says, "I am the Lord; I change not." Therefore,
Can.
the sons of Jacob shall not be consumed.
Consumed. That's right.
Consumed by what? Fire that is about to come down upon all the earth, and what the trying that is about to come down upon the earth, which is what? Yeah, by the chip passing of the mark of the beast. We made mandatory to what? To get food.
Act 1 minute, eh?
Well,
That's not 1 minute, Axelakia.
uh, yeah, so it says going back to Romans 11, verse 7. What then? Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election had obtained it, and the rest were blinded. According as it is written, the Most High had given them a spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. Right? But preoccupied there right now. It says slumber.
I
This is
come
the
back
word
the
for
Axelaki about it.
alright, cut. There's the word for slumber.
Strong's G 2659. Patanaxis. Patanaxis.
Right? It says a pricking, a piercing, severe sorrow, extreme grief, insensibility, or torpor of mind, which goes back into stupidity of mind, such as extreme grief easily produces, and hence a spirit of stupor which renders their souls torpid, so that so insensible that they are not affected at all by the offer made them of salvation through the Messiah. So
Come,
hey, guess what? You're in a stupid state. You're torpid, right? You want to look up that word? I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna help you out. You know,
come,
I'm gonna help
come.
you out. You know, I'm gonna walk with you. I'm gonna walk with you, right? That's torpid. It means you're morbid, too bad or bit, right? And let's look up the word stupor. Coma. You're in a spiritual coma, a slumber, a trance, a asphyxia, a inertness, a numbness. You numb to what's going on. A petrification, a torpid fainting, languor, lethargy, hypnosis, dullness, anesthesia, amazement, a trance, apathy, narcosis, stupefaction.
that that
Yeah,
walking zombie.
we're a walking zombie. God, you know? There's this spirit that the Most High have you in that you can't see, you can't recognize that this is the work of Yahweh Shimi Shai, that this man, Abba Bibins, High Priest Arya, or these men, King Marsha, all the way down to Apostle Tahaga, Bar, Ariam Lavraka, and the elders and the other men of Great Millstone that have been set up to teach. You can't see it. And the 12 tribe signs and these nations, Reuben and Gad and these other nations, we are of the nation of Israel. Can't see it, right?
Come.
I don't believe in the we know that there are Israelites that believe in things they don't believe in soul God breakdown. So I'm not addressing all these Israelites. Mainly,
Right, well, you won't talk condemn if you don't believe in the Bible, you don't believe in the Bible, you are antichrist. You don't
Come,
believe in every word. We believe in every word. The elect would believe in every word. You
come.
know? Because the word is the salvation. Isaiah 8 and 20. Right? This is I'm not even Isaiah 8 and 20. This is Isaiah 33 and 6. Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the strength of salvation. For the fear of the Most High is his treasure. Right? Behold, their valiant ones shall cry without. And what Proverbs 1 says? Wisdom cries without. Cry to the chief place of concourse. Hey, your people so simple, man.
Come.
Your people so simple. This is Proverbs chapter 1, right? Um,
I want 127.
Son, 127. It says, no. 120. Wisdom cried without, she uttered her voice in the
In the
streets.
street.
She cried in the chief place
In the
of
streets.
concourse, in the
Yes.
openings of the gates. In the city she uttered her words. How long the sinful ones will love
They
simplicity,
love simplicity.
and scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. It says,
Come.
turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. The spirit goes back to what the vibration of Yahweh Shimei Shai.
Sorry, that's right.
I will make known my words unto you, because I have called and he refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded, but ye have set at naught all my counsels, and would none of my reproof. I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, right? You have famine, you have pestilence, you have the martial law camps, and then you have RFID chip. Not the RFID chip, you have the World War III, you have the latest on the chariots.
Come.
I will
I
laugh
want fail.
when your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, and distress and anguish cometh upon you. Go ahead,
This is First John chapter 2, starting from verse 22. Who is a liar, but he that denied that Yahweh Shai HaMashiach is Salakia. Who is a liar, but he that denieth Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, he is an antichrist,
Turn,
that denieth the Father and the Son. Whosoever denied the Son, the same had not the Father. But he that acknowledged the Son had the Father also.
turn,
And he was now saying, he don't believe in the Bible. So you don't
turn.
believe in the Heavenly Father and the Son. So
Yeah,
he's an
you don't
antichrist.
believe in every word as we believe in every word, right?
Can.
You don't take every word. This is Job chapter 15, verse 6. Thine own mouth condemn thee, and not I. Yea, thine own lips testify against thee. So
Can.
you call your own judgment, right?
Yeah. And his scripture say, every word that proceeded out of the mouth you shall be judged with,
Turn,
you know. So he condemned himself, he bring that damnation on himself.
turn,
Because the scripture say in John 7 and 37, say, he that believeth on me, as the scripture has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
turn. Right? He say you don't believe in every word, right? This is Psalms 119 and 15. I will meditate in thy precepts. I have respect unto thy ways. I will delight myself in thy statutes. I will not forget thy word.
Thy word is truth.
Deal bountifully with thy servant, that I may live and keep thy word. Right?
I want fear.
Go ahead.
This is Psalm 40, verse 7. Then said I, lo, I come in the volume of the book. It
Turn,
is written of me.
turn. This is Psalms 119 and 25. My soul cleaveth unto the dust. Quicken thou me according to thy word. I have declared thy ways, and thou heardest me. Teach me thy statutes. Make me to understand the way of thy precepts. So shall I talk of thy wondrous works.
Can, can, can.
Hey, Psalm 119 is a yapash. I mean, I can go through the whole of Psalm 119 and just cut the hell out of this video. We just go a little bit more and we'll look off.
Can.
Turn back up.
basically learned all of this from Maya, and they believe that the Americans and Africans are more closely related to each other than Africans and Africans. Pretty much what they're saying. But of course, they believe that one brand of Africans are Israelites, which is just not how genetics work. The way that the Bible describes.
You see, you're so simple, right? You're trying to make God fit in your plan. You're trying to take in the wisdom. I mean, I went into it really on about for that precept. My ways are not your ways. My ways are higher than thou. Right?
Can.
This is Exodus chapter 11. I mean, we could go whole night,
Can.
We could go whole night. But we had to leave room. Hey, the scriptures does say don't quench your spirit. Don't quench your spirit. But
Can.
hey, we live to fight another day. Exodus
Can.
chapter 11, verse 7, it says, but against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog his tongue. When you look up that word dog there, it means a contemptible person or a nation. Going back to these heathens, right? So a literal dog not gonna be speaking here. I think gonna be no pit bull talking, right?
Can.
Against a man or beast, that he may know how the Lord will put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel. So you have what? You have different species, right? Now a different species of something, for example, you have canines, you have dogs, you have felines, you have cats, right? But they could be the same color. They could have a white canine, a white shepherd, or right, let's say we have a black shepherd, they call them Belgium shepherds. You look it up. Belgium shepherds are black, and you can have a black cat, you know.
Can.
You see if a black cat cross your path, you know, you're cursed. All in the demonization of black, you understand? And that's why they
Can.
call it black, right? But guess what? There's different species. They call one canine that represents dog, and they call one feline, but they have the same color. And the same thing goes with humans, so-called humans. So the word human go back to humans, which is what? The rich, dark soil. So nothing grows in clay. Clay is red. Red and brown and white. Nothing really grows in clay. Gray,
Can.
right? Nothing grows in clay. What where does plants find fertility and nutrients? They get our fertility and nutrients in what? The rich humus soil, which is dark topsoil, right? Is dark is dark brown in color, right? So
Can.
you would humus, right? So we are of a different species, right? If you get up from in second Ezra chapter 6, Baba Kusha, it's 56, I think it is, 54.
We were saying as for the other people.
Done.
All right. This is Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 56. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou was
Yes,
said
we have
that
all
they
these other nations, they come from Adam too, right? But
can.
they're not special. They're not peculiar. They're not strange. They're not holy. Well,
They are nothing but like unto a spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
it was likened unto them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. They equate to nothing. Who misses a drop from a bucket? You go to pump gas, right? You pay for $100 of gas, right? You pump locks off at $100. And when you pulling out the nozzle out of the gas tank, a drop falls. You're gonna count that loss? No, you're not gonna count that
From
loss
that
as a drop.
can.
Go ahead.
And now, O Yahweh Shem Shai, behold, these heathens which have ever been reputed as nothing
Yeah, they
have
are
become
nothing, right? The Hamites, the dark skin. They have dark skin Elamites too.
can.
Yeah, that's
Can.
there's nothing. You have what? Taiwanese, the dark skin, right? You have Japet, the dark skin, right? They ain't nothing. You have them light skin too, but they ain't nothing. Go ahead.
Can. Which have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us
Yeah, they can
and to
stop there.
devour us.
They can stop there because yeah, there are loads of us. There's the curses that we living underneath these today. You
Can.
understand? Let's say this clown and close up.
You know, my hair way.
Okay. It does not really have to meditate to a process. Let's say that both sides break down and so you could put you already see both sides. And other problem with that, which is really that say that these are the lost tribes of Israel and lost tribes that came 700, 700 BC. It doesn't add up. I don't believe it. But yeah,
All right, so we're gonna stop dealing with your self-opinionated statements. I mean, we looked around off with one or two scriptures. This is Romans chapter 3, verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect?
Hmm.
Most High Yahweh forbid. Let the Most High Yahweh be true, and every man be a liar,
Allah.
as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. You have any precept for that?
Yeah, I want to fear. This is Second Timothy chapter 1, verse 20. And it reads, knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scriptures is of any private interpretation. For the prophecies came not in old time, but the will of man, but holy men of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai speak as they were moved by the Holy Spirit.
Uh,
So that is how the elders and the forefathers, our forefathers, break down the 12 tribes of Israel because they were moved by the Holy Spirit. Not just that scoffer who just come there and talking on his own imagination. Go ahead, Ak.
I'll close with this one. This is Second Ezra chapter 15, second 1. Behold, speak down into the ears of my people the words of prophecy,
See,
which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahweh, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. So he imagined a vain thing against apostle or high priest Ariah and the
gone,
12 tribe signs, and that Reuben and Gad are not of the 10 tribes, right? I mean, I don't think we really get into that part of the video, you
gone.
know. But say what was all through the spirit.
True.
It says, fear not the imaginations against thee, and that imagination also going back into what? Esau, well, actually, primarily is what Esau wanted to come down unto us with what great wrath, Revelation 12:12, and then the scripture says the enemy is going to come in like a flood, right? They're going to
Gone,
try to take us down. They always did it. They always did it before. They put the saints to death, the prophets to death, right? They're going to try to do it, but at this time, we witness on this time. Some of us going to perish, but hey, Yahushua going to deliver his elect.
gone.
It says, fear not in imagination against thee. We also know that even if we die, we're going to come back.
That's
We
right.
don't have to fear that. We don't have to fear that anymore, right? We're going to glory in the righteousness of Yahweh Shem Yahushua because he promised us to be glorified. The dead in Yahushua are going to arise first.
Peace.
Hey, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability at that time.
Okay, gone.
Isaiah 33 and 6. We know what's about to happen. Even if we are put to death, we're gonna stand our ground in the name of Yahweh Shem
How about
Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushai?
For the cause of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, to be delivered of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, to be glorified of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We want you, Paul.
Gone.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua said, "What fear not man that can destroy the body, but
Body,
fear him that can
freedom,
destroy the
but
body and the spirit, the body and the soul in hell." Right?
gone, gone.
It's like a tormentor play. Yeah, we driving and my boss are two turtles. I'm driving my boss out and he's saying, too much mentally challenged people out here. And like every day we go out, we see one or two mentally challenged person just walking the streets, being what in that in that
Docile state.
yeah can't suicidal state. They are asleep because they don't know why they're being bugged out. They don't know why they're
Gone,
troubling their mind. They don't know why the wife cheat on them, so-called cheat on them, which is adultery, right? And the Most High let that spirit of jealousy overwhelm them, right? Let that spirit of betrayal overwhelm them, right? It have men in the truth, men of the Lord in the truth, that had wives that said that they were the Hebrew Israelites and their wives went out on them. The scripture say, marvel not if she trespass against thee. So what?
gone,
We not destroy. I have men out there in the world who wives took everything and have brothers in the truth who built house brick by hand, set toilet, put on tiles, put paint, put up the roof, and guess what? The wife hey, board the bed and your wife, put them out of the house, put them before the court, and come and what? Bring a man in, commit adultery on the bed in the house that he built with his own hands. And guess
Can.
what? Yahweh Shemi Shai still preserve that brother to be in the street. Kalala Yahweh Shemi
That's him
Shai.
outside. That's
You
right.
have men out there who bugged out of their mind going, hey, the Lord said in Deuteronomy that one of the curses is that he will smite us with what? With madness. Right? Let me
Deuteronomy
just prove it.
28:28.
Yeah, bring it out now, Pasha.
Can. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 28. And the Lord and Yahweh Hashem Yahushai shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
Yeah, you're blind in your mind. You're blind in your mind. You don't know why this happened to you. You're such a good person. Right? You're such a good person. You're such a true person. You're such a genuine person. Right?
Can.
And guess what? All hell came upon you because you're underneath the curses. Because you
That's
broke the
right.
law of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Because you choose to serve other gods but him. And ultimately because you was not of the elect chosen of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The Lord
Can.
said, but who will stand up for me against the evildoers? So in this round, he's about his elect, the ones
Can.
that made valiant to serve and fight for him, right? The ones that he gave the spirit to endure unto the end. The ones that are spiritually grounded, the ones that he chose ultimately, his elected, his bakah, right?
Can.
His electors, right? This is
Can.
Surah 15, verse verse 3 again. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity, which means unbelief, of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Yes.
Right? So
Can.
that's the conclusion on that matter. All the
Can.
unfaithful are going to die in their unfaithfulness. As for the elect, the Lord said, only with thine eyes thou shalt see the reward of the wicked.
The wicked. That's right.
Right? Because they're going to be up there in them chariots looking down at America being destroyed by the ICBMs, and then mushroom clouds coming up is going to look like what a turbulent lake of fire, right?
Can.
Fire going to look turbid, like white water rapids, right? Them just mushroom clouds going up, going up, going up. It's going to look turbid
Can.
from bird's eye view looking down. It's going to look turbid,
Can.
right?
Hmm.
Probably we'll get a video, do a video on that one of these days, you know. I'll try and see if I
Can.
can get a bird's eye view of a white water rapid. And we go into them scriptures, right?
Can.
Because the Lord said, I mean, the prophet described it what as what a scroll, and a scroll when it's a scroll basically opens out and closes up, like in the form of a mushroom.
Can.
That's how when the ICBM the mushroom clouds. The scripture says 200 million missiles gonna hit. 200 million missiles gonna hit 200,000, right? That's gonna hit and destroy America. So when the missiles hit, and that rapid fire is gonna look like a turbulent sea or lake of what fire.
That's right.
You understand? So with that, we give all praises to Yahweh,
Hawa. Bashem.
Yahushai,
Yahushai.
Hashem,
Bashem. Raka.
Rakah, Dash.
HaKodash.
Double honor to our apostles and elders at great millstone who taught us this truth, and salutation to the elect, across the four corners of the planet earth who do this work in sincerity and in truth. Shalom.
Shalom.